And welcome everybody to... Hang on, what have I come back to? Oh, it's unlit, that's why. No, it's gone goofy again. All panic! Panic! Is it because we're over budget on our streaming? Right, okay. It's fine. Panic! Panic! So, yes, what was I saying? Did I zone out there? let's zone back in first with all of the latent shoutouts that I have not done or recorded or saved or prepared. So for yesterday, thank you Wurtztedleg, thank you Charade97 and Smikes24 for the follows. Welcome to John. I hope you enjoy it here. And for today, or yesterday after I finished streaming and a whole bunch of people followed afterwards while I was offline. It's very scary, very stalker, very nice. Hugh Funking Knew It, Mrs. Zedman, and Mr. Fossil01. Thank you for the follows and welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy here. I gotta add 3 of those onto the overlay, in fact, before I forget again. God, we're getting very scary close to another. I saw that every time I come here to do something. It's like, oh, you want to see the logo for the event that you did last year. It happened again. There it is. What is causing that? That is a bug. That is a bug, not a feature. I don't know what's causing it. Browse to asset. Full cloverleaf. Oh, right. Okay. This is one thing. Nanite. Disable. What the hell? You know when you get like a dry patch at the back of your throat and it's just like... Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, hello. Is that a second entrance? Is that a second entrance into the little castle here? So it's my estimation that the castle's going to have to be a lot bigger than it is. It can be a cool, fancy castle. You hate those, yeah, really. Like, they just make you cough, and there's no reason for it. It's just... Do you know how hydrated I am right now? Anyway. So I feel like there's a setting in Nanite that I'm missing, because I know I've seen it before. I've seen the setting before. I know I've seen the setting. I've felt the setting. I'm pretty sure I've used the setting. Nanite settings. In fact, let's just reread that article about nanite visualization not working because it's still not working. Default RHI should be DirectX 12. What? Okay, so that I did that and that still doesn't work. How do you enable nanite in a project? How to set up nanite in Unreal Engine 5. Can you tell us more about the idea of the learning experience gameplay? Berlin, Mr. Science, will you be able to tell Shadow more about the gameplay and the learning experience? Here we go. Proxy triangle percent. Is it for kids or for adult people? Oh, Berlin is AFK. It is for kids with the scope to be engaging for any audience. It is, you know, PG-13? No, 3 plus, 5 plus. There will be no naughty doo-doo language, and there will be no content that will have people arrested by the FBI kind of thing. It will be very friendly, cool gameplay, fun gameplay. It'll be like Spyro or Crash. Maybe there'll be some cheeky in-jokes, but nothing that's overtly offensive to anybody. I mean, why would you put that in anyway? No school content material learning. Yeah, kind of school content material learning, but also, you know, also fun. Like, you know, we're not looking to make something that's boring, because if something's boring, it's unengaging, and if it's unengaging, people don't learn because they're not engaged. That's it. That's the be all and end all. The learning and the fun have to be, you know, together as one. Anyway, nanite's doing me a disservice here. So let me real quick open this mesh. Those settings for nanite have gone. Those settings for nanite are different these days. So enable nanite support. Apply those changes. Nanite triangles at 59,964. Something wrong. Something wrong. Something wrong. 59,000 triangles for the nanite. This is the nanite mesh. $59,000 triangles. Freddy Fish with ants. I don't know what Freddy Fish is, but yes. Number of collision primitives. Oh, no, no. Why do you have a collision primitive, friend? Vertices, 33,000. Is that making it worse? I think that's making it worse, isn't it? Ah, here we go. It's the fallback relative error. There it is. Right, okay. So it's the fallback relative error that we've got going on that's wrong. But we've enabled nanite on this thing here. But if we go into our modeling mode, right, nanite will be disabled because we're in a modeling mode, right? And we can go to our retriangulate, retopo that mesh. Shape preserving. Smoothing strength, edge constraints, boundary constraints, advanced. Max remesh iterations, 20. Yikes. Triangle count target, probably less than 59,000 for a group of clover. That's a little bit high, I think, for a group of clovers. No offense to anybody involved, but that's a lot of mesh. What's going on? What is going on? So it's not going to remesh anything like that. So let's try 10,000 triangles. A 1,000 triangles? 500 triangles. Accept. Oh, I don't know where I put that. I don't even know if it did that. Okay. Not that simple. Oop! That's a nope. That didn't work. Oops. Undo history. Ah, this is a UV seam? That's not good. Panic! Panic! Why is this all UV seams? Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. going to try and merge all these into one plant. That's more like it. That's what a UV is supposed to look like. So we're having a little problem here. The stems are not being preserved very well. The engine really does not know what to do in this situation. What? See, this is itself a full tree. And this not that one. Not whatever I had selected there. It's that again. What have I selected over there? lovely plant O2. Right. Mm-hmm. Full poly surface 260 to full poly surface 331. Edit mesh pivots. Multiple selected meshes share the same source asset. Each asset can only have one baked pivot. Undo history. I think this has done the wrong thing, but okay. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Are we panicking? Nah. Amazing. My sense of calm is lovely and amazing voice. Too kind. I want... Add actor action utility, I think. And this is going to be... Boo. Boo. Set all pivot to center. So there's no way I'm clicking on each individual one of these rocks and setting their pivots to be 0. Not, nope, no sir. Get selected actors. For each loop with get static mesh editor subsystem. What's the tool called? Pivot. Typed element world interface in pivot offset. Will we add the mountain after? Something went wrong. Yeah, we will add the mountain in after. In element handle. Typed element handle structure by reference. No, this isn't what we want, is it? Static mesh editor subsystem. Get modeling. No. Okay, see you, Reno. I'll whenever I see. I think we're doing the wrong thing here. No, I didn't want that. My mouse is running out of juice. Thank you. Thank you. Warning. Poor mouse. Great, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing again. Whatever. You're right. We're not being pragmatic enough about this, are we? That's I think actually I can... What am I doing here? What's going on here? Oh... 264 to 331. That's where you do it. That's where you do it. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Preparing mesh distance. Did it do it? Did it just freeze my engine? Great. I'm going to plug my mouse in for a while so it doesn't die on me. And yeah, while the engine has frozen, I will take any more questions anyone has about anything. Oh! What's the hardest part of game development? What's the hardest part of game development? The hardest part of game development is holding back yourself from just putting everything in all the time forever. And that didn't recenter a single pivot? Oh, it recentered one pivot. Oh, it recentered everyone's pivot except for this guy. Very angry about that. Yeah? Okay, I must have just not have selected him. The hardest part of game dev is not doing everything all at once at the same time. Like, you know, when I tried to make that photorealistic, ray-traced, open world, Souls-like VR game in a game jam, you know, the result was entirely scuffed because I had basically no time to make it in. Pizza was nice. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed your pizza, Mr. Deverell. Nero. That's right, it's the man, the myth, the legend. I don't know why my PC is revving up right now. But I should be able to now do a very cheeky thing where I delete all of these. Right? So that to there, and then I go to this and I go to delete. And then it's like, oh no, you got references. You should choose the actor to replace this with, and we want full poly surface 260. Okay, whatever. This will replace any reference to the pending deleted assets with full poly surface 260 and then delete them. Are you sure? Yes. Content to save. Yes. And then it should just be fine because then all those that Unreal, why are you like this? You ran out of pizza. Knowing when to stop, curbing overscope is just the biggest thing. Okay, so that didn't work exactly as planned somehow. And I'm very angry that did not work as planned somehow. Can we just rename these, get some cool naming conventions going? This is SM Granite Pebble. Peggle. Two seven two. 273. 274. Completely different. So it's just these two are the same. What is that? Like a pink granite? Some kind of hematic ore? Full poly surface 274. 280. I don't get this. It's got the wrong thumbnail there. It freaks me out, but it is working correctly. 280. 280. What kind of a rock are you? Some kind of a sandstone? Is that some kind of a sandstone, maybe? Some kind of a limestone, maybe? It's hard to tell when it's unlit. It's more limestone than sandstone, isn't it? Like a lime. SM lime pebble. $283. Let's have a look at you. You also a lime pebble? Oh no, you're darker than a lime, aren't you? It's not really basalt, it's a sedimentary rock. Tell by the grain structure, the uniform patterning. But it's one of those dark ones. Cute stone. Very cute stone. It's one of those dark ones. You all know the exact stone I'm thinking of, but we don't know what it is. None of us here are geologists. Literally no one. Delete those. And replace them with full polymesh, polysurface, full polysurface 283. $296. Ooh, that's an interesting little bit of striped, almost like a marble kind of thing. An unpolished marble. There's only two of those. 297 is not. It's completely different. I'm going to be really good at typing full polysurface, by the way, by the end of this. 295. Okay. 297. Is 297 the same as 298? Oh, we have 297 selected. 297 is the same as 298. 300, yes. $301. What's that? Another kind of iron ore style thing? Oh no, that's kind of sandstone-y, isn't it? That is quite sandstone-y. It's not quite orange enough to be an iron ore, is it? $301. That does look like limestone, yeah. You're on 2 of them. 309, you different? 309 is different. Looks like flint or something. We may need a geology consultant. I agree. Three 310. Are you the same as? There's a lot of these. All the way up to 317. It's a rock. Well, Lumi, you are not incorrect. A slightly different looking rock. Oh, you made me type rock instead of pebble. This is your fault, Lumi. I blame you. And now I can't type at all. I'm flustered. Screaming. Panic. Blame the geology consultant. 318. Let's have a look at this. This is the cool looking one, right? What is that? Like, what kind of a rock are you, friendo? No. No. You stop it. SM. Lumi pebbles. Blame the bloody English. Pebbles, rocks, stones. Are the rest of them all the same as well? It's got one. Another one of these cool ridged rocks. $326. That does indeed look like the same mesh, yes. Now let's see the damage that we've done to the scene. It's probably significant. Yeah, whoops. What's gone on here? Whoops, big whoops. Yep. Oi! They all went. They've gone. They are now one Omnigrass. Good. Good. What's this? For white flower, right. I think I may have just crashed the engine doing this. Whoopsie. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Nah. There is no panic. Like, we haven't even started coding like game stuff, so there's not really any data to go missing, right? We're just auditing the meshes. We're just trying to get the meshes in some kind of an order, some kind of an arrangement where they can be used in a game sense. Because there's despite recent advances in technology, there's still quite a big gap between an art mesh and a game mesh. Even in the Unreal Engine, apparently, according to my viewport right here, which is telling me that Nanite can't even deal with this stuff. It doesn't want to deal with this stuff, and can't even look at Nanite because it decides that my default RHI of DX12 doesn't even care. It looks at that and it's like, hope you have a good quality stress ball. Do you know, I almost bought one for myself, but then I didn't, and then someone else bought it, and then I wanted it twice as much. What are the steps we even go in? Do we build the world first? All the panic. Yes. Yes, we do the steps, and then the steps are done. Do we build the world first, though? It's a difficult question to answer, isn't it? What do we do when we do it? Because obviously the setting, the scenario is going to be is very important, important, totes importante. But at the same time, the gameplay is also pretty important, and the information inside the game, you know, the scientific knowledge in the game is pretty important, and the graphics of the game are pretty important. So we have to do all of it, like all the time, forever. Like I wish I was joking at this point, but I'm actually dead serious about, you know, you do a little bit of one thing, and then you do a little bit of one thing, and then you do a little bit of one thing, and you get it to a point at which it's complete to a rough stage, and then you do a little bit more to one thing, and you do a little bit more to one thing, and you do a little bit more to one thing, and then it gets to the second stage of completion. And you get big panic. Tomorrow morning I will definitely be watching hours of video, downloading the Lyra project, because that has modular gameplay features which can be potentially leveraged, because this game is going to have, you know, the open world exploration mode, and then it's going to have sub modes, right? Game modes within game modes. The Lyra example project has got examples of how to implement modular gameplay features, which is a new thing for Unreal Engine 5, which allows you to have good control over having different gameplay features inside one game package. Where, you know, most games made up till this point, if they needed a different gameplay feature, they had to have it coded all in the same place, or they had to load an entirely separate area for that gameplay to take place in. But the Lyra game thing in the Unreal Engine 5 ethos is that you could have multiple different game modes played on the same map, and the game mode and the map don't have to be concurrent to each other, so you should be able to swap those out between each other easier than having to code that system yourself. It's, air quotes, built in to the system, right? It's built in to the engine. But I like how we've definitely ground the engine to a halt here. What fun this is. Big fun skis. It's like watching a chef making dinner. They simply do what they do. They can't explain it. It's the feeling of creation. It's the feeling of creation, but also paprika and MSG. It's exciting even though panic-inducing. Everything is exciting and panic-inducing. In fact, excitement is the combination of panic and just panic, really. Panic you can deal with in a way. So rigging. So Unreal Engine does have a system internal for doing rigging inside the engine. Rigging the ants. Oh, Shadow. They're gonna have animatable, all 4 arms animatable and leg. All 4 arms and leg animatable. Allegedly. I feel deep inside me there's going to be a way to allow for off-the-shelf two-armed animations to be combined with custom 4-armed animations in a kind of, I don't want to say compromise, but kind of like a compromise between having an entirely custom animation set, which would be time-consuming to create even for someone who has experienced animation. Foot IK placement for all the legs. Oh, I can't. You can see the ant there. They're bipedal. They have 4 hands. They're not real ants. They're aliens. Oh no! Do you never look at bugs and fish and cats and be like, why are these things not human? How did they not get to the point of being a human? You know? How did they just be happy with their evolution for millions of years and just not change? How did they do it? Like, there have been cats for a very long time, okay? I want to say longer than humans. I feel like cats have existed on this planet longer than humans. Crocodiles certainly have. And they're still crocodiles. They're still alligator in shape. They're a little bit smaller, but it's because the Earth is Badaki. The Earth is Badaki. Panic? Hello there, Badaki. How are you doing? Welcome in, Raiders. You've caught me in a loading screen where I can't show you anything. The ants look at us like, what do they do? It's not working. It's all chaos. Yes, probably. The ants look at us like, why aren't they cutting leaf? They should be cutting leaf right now. They're not even carrying leaf. Look how big they are. Look how many leaves they could carry in one go. Sub goal met. 10 out of 10. Yay! Who got gifted a sub? Science gifted a sub to Badaki. Badaki, you have been gifted a sub. Thank you, Balint, for gifting Badaki the sub. I am shocked and ashamed to say that this is my last collector booster that you've unlocked the unboxing of. I only have Digimon boosters after this, so gonna have to buy some more, aren't I? It's not even the end of the month. It's nowhere near the end of the month. Do you know how much money I spent on audio gear? Too much. Too much money. It's a Magic of Strixhaven collector booster pack. And a big old friction holder. Mana no. Mana don't buy no more boosters. At least 7 money. Hello, shock to the Sheena Pudding. No. Anyway, welcome, Raiders. If you are still here or if you've gone to bed, that's fine. I'm currently working on the meshes for the game. I'm not working on the I'm working on the meshes, but I didn't make the meshes. You can see Unreal Engine working on the meshes for me right there. Irish John Games, welcome. I'm sure you came over on the raid. There's Unreal Engine doing the heavy lifting of changing everything in the scene's origin point to the center of it. So anyway, we're doing Bardaki's sub goal. And I reached my sub goal. Thank you everybody for helping me reach my sub goal. It's lunchtime where you're at. Well, welcome, Captain Commerce. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy here. I'll add you to the overlay in just a moment. So we got a Eureka moment. Draw 2 cards. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Insane. Guiding Voice. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Learn. You may reveal a lesson card you own from outside the game and put it into your hand, or discard a card to draw a card. Wow. Wow, you did indeed come in with the raid. You was eating dindins. Whoa, to have the time to eat dindins even. That's impressive. You got a Soothsayer Adept. Very shiny card here. Draw a card, then discard a card. We got a Novice Dissector. I got my new mic stand, by the way. Lazaga. Sacrifice another creature. Put a +1/1 counter on target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. Very nice. Ooh, Prismari Campus. Hello. Hello. I don't need any specular highlights on my cards, thank you. It's very shiny. It's a land card. Add blue mana or red mana. Very cool. Enters the battlefield tapped. Scry 1. Very, very cool. Oh, the stream is dying. Oh, Unreal Engine is redoing. Yeah, okay. Dueling Coach. When Dueling Coach enters the battlefield, +1/+1 counter on target creature. Oh, 5. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. That's OP. Wraps. Spicy wraps. Very nice. I do like a spicy wrap. Spicy wraps are the good stuff. We have Tend the Pests. Is that Aldrin? Is that Aldrin Sov? As an additional cost of the spell, sacrifice a creature. Create X 1/1 black and green pest tokens with when this creature dies, gain 1 life, where X is the sacrificed creature's power. Wow. Introduction to Prophecy. It's a lesson, sorcery. Scry 2, then draw a card. Very nice. We got Shaile. Shale? Dean of Radiance. Bird Cleric, Flying Vigilance. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that enter the battlefield under your control this turn. Wow. We got a Cursed Mirror. Mirror that will strangle you for looking at your own reflection and talking bad about yourself. Add red mana. As Cursed Mirror enters the battlefield, you may have it become a copy of any creature on the battlefield until the end of the turn, except it has haste. Nice. Sorry, he was eating finger foods and could not type. John, nice. Very nice. Oh my goodness gracious me, it's a legendary planeswalker. Rowan, Scholar of Sparks. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Rowan, Scholar of Sparks deals 1 damage to target opponent. If you draw 3 or more cards this turn, she deals 3 damage to each opponent instead. You get an emblem with whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may pay 2. If you do copy that spell, you may choose new targets for the copy. Wow! And Will, 4 and a blue, it turns into a planeswalker called Will. Oh my goodness gracious me. I feel like this card might be a little bit rare. Will, Scholar of Frost. It's mythic rare. Right there, I can see the red. Instant and sorcery spells cost you 1 less to cast. Up to 1 target creature has base power and toughness 0/2 until your next turn. Draw 2 cards. Exile up to 5 target permanents. For each permanent exile display, controller creates a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. Wow. Will and Rowan. That is extremely nice. Thank you. Divine Gambit. We don't talk about Gambit here. Exile target artifact, creature, enchantment, and opponent controls. Player. That player may put a permanent card from their hand on the battlefield. Very nice. And we get... I don't know what this is. It's kind of shiny. It's matte, but it has a shiny border around the text only. Very, very sparkly. This is Tezuretto no Keiryaku. You can spend that mana is spendable by 1 HP or 2 blue mana. Card o 2枚引きその後 something or now. So permanent なプレイヤーを選びその後すでにそこにあるカウンター put a counter on something one thing or something about counters. What is that? Still magic? It's not common English planeswalkers. That's right, it's Japanese planeswalkers. I don't even know why. We got one of these last time, in fact, but it wasn't shiny. It was just regular. And this is Kakan Ichigeki. It's an instant. You do a +1/+0 counter and draw a card. Compulsive Research, but shiny. Very nice. And a Pest token with a blue-red Spirit token on the back. Very nice pack. Very nice pack. Thank you, Berlin, for gifting the sub, for unlocking the pack unlock. Thank you, Irish John, for turning up. Thank you... Where is he? Where is Bardaki? Thank you, Bardaki. And we can go through the... SOs. Here we go. Where's Bardaki? Bardaki is a streamer. You all came in with Bardaki, so I'm assuming you're following Mr. Bardaki. If you're not, it's a crime. Go back and follow. You saw the ants, yes. SO. Big shout out to science streams. Balint and Lita streaming science about ants and DNA and amber and microscopy. All the cool stuff that science can bring for you. We're currently working together to make this game while I wait for Unreal to finish its dirty business of destroying the scene a little bit. And one for Mr. John, who is also a massively accomplished game designer, currently making a game about pirates, which you can wishlist now on Steam. It's very good, it's very shiny, and you should wishlist it. And you should follow all of these 3 people, at least, if not everyone else in chat. There's a few other cool developers in chat as well, like Shoop, Worm Juice, if he's still here, and Devro. Oh, that worked. Good. I'm glad that worked. I didn't type it right. And they are also very cool streamers. And welcome in. If you just got here, I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work on this. Which is all the devs. If I've missed anyone, please bug me about being missed. I don't have laser vision, and I'm very distracted by this. So if you got missed and you feel like you're a cool dev, you say right now in chat. You say right now. Oh, and Captain Commerce, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy it here. There you are. You're on the overlay now. Welcome. You are welcomed. So I just replaced all of the rock models with instances of the rock models instead of unique rock models, which has messed up their position, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm glad that it's messed up their position. And now I bit my lip. I'm panicking. I'm panicking. Must follow everybody. Yes. Them's the rules, I'm afraid. And thank you everybody for helping me reach my subscription goal, because I got coronavirus 2 years ago. And I was off work for 2 weeks. 3 weeks? 3 weeks. Wow. Best 3 weeks of my life. I mean, what? In all seriousness, coronavirus, very serious illness for some people. Absolutely does mess them up. So don't take it lightly. If you got it, go to bed. Go to bed. Eat your vitamins. Another dev added to your going live list. Mabus Games. You didn't know I was a dev? Well, Mabus Games, we learn everything all the time. Very sneaky. I try not to dip any hints in other people's streams because I know there's a large population of friendly people out there who are not very friendly to being dipped. And you know, you mention something like that, someone in chat goes, "What? Clayman!" My goodness, Clay changed his username, but he's still here. Welcome. You're not that guy. You can promo all you like. Okay. Next time I'm in your chat, I'm going to be handing out flyers for my upcoming RPG game. I'm kidding. But yes, I am a dev, or at least aspirant dev, beginner dev, baby dev. Science gifted a tier 1 sub to Clayman Dev. They've gifted 3 subs in the channel. Mavis Games, we always talk about Manadonna. How the hell did you miss that? Balint is amazing. Hey Juice. Juice is here. My goodness, I'm getting the box off the shelf. It's just so you can witness that I don't have any more collector boosters left to give to you subs. I'm sorry. That was the last one. I do have booster packs in here. So I'll let you choose. Collectively, or the first person to shout out a word at me is going to get choice. We have Digimon Classic Collection, which has the first set of cards reprinted. Who's actually still here while recording a new rock song? Oh, rock song. Clayman chooses. Clayman. Clayman, what's your favorite card game? I have Yu-Gi-Oh! Digimon. That's all that's left. And I have Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1, Digimon Classic Collection, or Maximum Gold Eldorado. Maximum Gold Eldorado only has like 5 cards in it. So, Digimon. Okay. That's not Digimon. It is chosen, Digimon. So this is, as I understand it, used to love that stuff back in the day. I was always mesmerized by it, but I never got into the card game. Because none of the card stuff came with rules, and it's a very strange card game to play. It has very strange rules. But as I understand it, this is a reprint of the first one series of the Digimon the card game cards. So we got ourselves Hagurumon. I think that's one of the reasons why Digimon didn't do as well as Pokemon. It wasn't localized. Like, what's a Haguruma, right? It's a gear. It's the Japanese word for gear, but it's a gear thing. If this was called Gearmon, maybe people would have been more interested, right? But, you know, it's by the by. There was Wizardmon, right? Redeems 420 for 420 channel points. Dude, is that Zudomon? Bro. Look at him. Look at, he's massive as well. A Devimon. It's like none of these have card effects I can read. A Megadramon. It's like I'm watching the first season of Digimon all over again. I like Mon. I've never seen that in my life before. Andromon. Yes. Doesn't count right now, but okay. Togemon. Gatomon. Oh, this has an effect. While attacking once per turn, if you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. Oh, sounds OP. Myotismon? Oh, while this Digimon has Myotismon in its name, all of your Digimon with Retaliation can also attack your opponent unsuspended, level 4 or lower Digimon. Wow. Man, did I never get a Monmon? What? I knew someone called Monmon in university. Garurumon. Very poggies. A shiny Leomon. Hello. Hello, shiny Leomon. Shine for the kindly viewers, please. Thank you. Leomon, very, very cool poggy. Oh my days. Look at that shiny Machine Dramon. This has a lot of text too. You may place up to 5 red and black cards with Cyborg in their traits and have different card numbers from your hand, and or trash this Digimon Digivolution cards to gain 1 memory for each card placed. This Digimon's DP can't be reduced. When this Digimon would be deleted, you may trash 2 level 5 Digimon cards in this Digimon's Digivolution cards to prevent this Digimon being deleted. What? Full boss monster. Men are getting high on the cards, best thing ever. Oh yes. Oh yes. I should really just learn. I should just suck it up and learn how to play the Digimon card game. Thank you again. Thank you so much, Balint. You really don't have to. Like, I'm sure people want to sub for themselves sometimes. But I appreciate it. I really do. And what was I doing here in the scene, apart from losing all my pebbles? So, there's a few things that we have to do. What's my favorite Digimon? Me. I like Skull Greymon. I like War Greymon, Black War Greymon. It's a Greymon kind of vibe. Were Garurumon. How many card games do I collect? I really only collect Magic, but I have the Digimon cards from the recent sets. I think I have a few historic ones somewhere. And I have my old Pokemon cards from my school days and a couple of the new sets. In fact, I do not drop. Do not drop. No, I dropped. Watch it. I did. I've got a few blister packs because I haven't finished the Switch game yet. And you know, there's nothing like buying packs for a few months with the new pack launches and then opening all the packs at the same time in a big, because you know, it's nice to spread it out like I do with the Magic cards because they're expensive and I collect them anyway, right? You collect Magic and Final Fantasy. Well, do I have the coolest thing to show you? Do I have the coolest thing to show you? I do. These were on sale at my local comic book store. Final Fantasy, the trading card game, Final Fantasy 12 card sleeves. I bought 2 packs. They were £1.50 each. Claire, welcome. I haven't seen you for at least a good 20 hours. But I think I have 100 of those, 120 of those. I don't know the deck size for the Final Fantasy, but it's the same card sleeve size as Magic, so I figured I'd just use them for Magic cards. Yes. Right. This is part of the problem, right? So a lot of the meshes have got multiple mesh less. I was in streams. Oh, I was until like 4 a.m. While I was chilling in some streams. I think those streams ended by the time even before I went to bed. My friends insisted we do Vault of Glass, so right. So stuff like this, I don't want to say it needs to get remodeled, but and stuff like this. What's gone on here? It's this, right? So let's turn Nanite off for a hot second. It has no top. And it's sticking through the floor. Is it meant to stick through the floor though? I think it's meant to stick through the floor. I think it's meant to be attached, right? We'll leave it attached, it's fine. Right, okay, so Triangle edit. Cannot delete current selection. Why I cannot delete? Cannot delete current selection. Cannot fill current selection. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Boop. Accept. Look, we've halved the triangle count in one simple operation. Don't panic. There we go. Easy peasy. Simple. There is actually a plugin to enable the modeling tools in the static mesh editor, which is interesting. Oh! Nah, that's not meant to be at the top of the pot, is it? Nah. It couldn't be. That's not soil that's meant to be inside that pot, is it? Nah. No, there's no way. Bitdefender. Panic. There's no way that this soil burger is meant to be at the top here, is there? Berlin? Can you confirm or deny this as a fact? What a silly pot. Oh! It worked! It worked! It worked! Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. We did it. It doesn't have an internal lip, so it's going to look a bit funky, but apparently I can just have split. Yay, dirt. Excellent slime. So there's no lip on the pot. Help. Like whereabouts is this gonna go? Dear Tay. From the movie Joe Dirt. That is literally its own thing now. Okay. David Spade. Vox wrap. Wrap selected meshes using voxels. Why is there no interior wall in that pot? Oh, meshes. Got it. Yeah. Do you want a bigger winding threshold? Is that what you want? Oh, there we go. But that isn't going to really do us any good, is it? 0.9. We should have a good computer circuit. I promise you I can actually speak. You wish you had a good computer so you can work on this sort of stuff. This looks like it would be easy-ish. I mean, I haven't been sat here since 4 p.m. You know. I don't think I want voxel wrap. I think I want something different to voxel wrap. I think I want actually voxel burgers. Now, as far as that internal volume, it's going to be less mess with the game. I just wanted a lip on the inside of the pot so that when I merge the meshes and simplify the mesh, there's going to be an inside to the pot. That looks okay, right? That doesn't look bad, right? Should we increase the number of voxels? 256 voxels, why not? Do it with 256 voxels. Look at this beautiful model. Mana can speak most of the time. Yes, yes, lay people coming in after 6 hours of work and telling you how easy your work looks to do. I mean, it's not hard. It's not difficult, right? It doesn't take a lot of brain compute power. I don't get why the inside's got so much voxel detail, but the outside has got barely any. This is really sending me right now. Like, this is the original mesh, right? I guess it's close enough. There is a huge difference between tedious and difficult. It's not even tedious. It's just you gotta know which button to press. Auto simplify, why not? Right now, I've never used the modeling tools in Unreal Engine, so I'm giving it its first spin. Yes, panic. Absolute panic. I wonder if I could put the because I don't need the world settings while I'm doing modeling. I could put the modeling settings in the world settings tab right here, because I'm not going to need the world settings while I'm doing mod. They left button. They left button. Yes. They left button. Get me some screen space back. Thumbnail size small. Badaki! This is why they make programs like Photoshop. This is like Photoshop. This is like Photoshop for video game. So now, are we all happy? Yeah, it's so ugly. Ah, my mouse! My mouse has disconnected itself. Uh-oh. 3D Photoshop. Yes. That's exactly what the Unreal Engine is. Point and click adventure in game development. Thank you. I don't like how rough it is on the inside. Write to new object. Write... Oh no. Nice. So, you know, like things like Photoshop were simpler, people would just make stuff. Photoshop is... I mean, Photoshop isn't massively hard. Now, as far as that internal volume, is that going to mess with the game? This is a plant pot in one small area of the starting zone of the game that you'll probably see once in the entire game and not even pay any attention to. But if it doesn't have a lip on the inside when I put the soil in, it'll break. It won't render nice. Did I rig Antonia yet? Asking for a friend. Are you asking for a friend whose name begins with Z? Because I've seen videos, okay? It's on YouTube already. I don't know how to rig. I don't know how to rig. I don't know how to rig. I'm freaking out. Panic. Badaki is causing panic. Is it a thing you must learn as opposed to something being super intuitive like other programs? I don't know. I don't know. I figured a lot of it was quite intuitive. No, I'm looking in the wrong place for the options. So that's the problem. Whatever, it'll do. Allegedly, it will not do. It doesn't have a material. Has a material. Screw you. Has a material. Why is the material not not rendering? Asking for himself. You're asking about if you had 1,000 pots with a certain amount of internal volume, would that do anything to the game? You're just trying to figure out why one would have blank space inside an object instead of a solid space. You're trying to figure out these things. No 3D object has solid space inside itself. There is no such thing as a solid 3D object. If we come inside this, if you come inside this pot, you'll see it's a convex manifold. You can't see actually because it's single-sided rendering. But if it was double-sided rendering, you'd see that it's a convex manifold. Whereas the topology of the shape is basically a sphere, right? So there's two logical shapes that something can exist in a 3D environment. That's a plane or a flat surface or a 3D surface that's made out of a bunch of flat surfaces. Just make it very clear that it's a 3D surface with a specular highlight. There you go. It's 3D. So the inside of the 3D LAD is hollow, right? You can't have a solid 3D LAD. It's illegal. It's 100% illegal. The computer does not want to render this stuff inside stuff. The only caveat I have to that is when you talk about translucency. And translucency is a very specific part of the rendering process that we have to. You can't just say gotcha. I've got to give my TED talk. I'm sorry. I've got to give my TED talk. You're going to talk about translucency in the rendering passes. So no. Is anyone actually curious about translucency in the rendering passes? You're nodding emphatically in agreement. Okay. I want to know where this has gone. Advanced. This is the part of the episode where I wish I was like the Borg and I could just see. No. Scale it, yes, but don't scale it like that. Like 1.1. Even that was quite a lot. Visualize it in 4 dimensions. Captain Commerce, thank you for the look. Have a great meeting. Have a great mute. Have a great time, whatever you do. So if we just come inside the pot, we can see that I think it's not quite. It's not quite big, and now that's not protruding out the sides though, is it? Good. Berlin has a meeting as well. I'm seeing a connection here. I'm seeing a connection. It doesn't look to be. Dirt meat. Dirt burger. And then we grab these together and then we merge. And then the modeling tool, we have show new boundary flags. Yes. Interesting. So we have that internal cavity and we have the bottom of the dirt burger rendered, which isn't what I wanted. The mouse is disconnecting because the USB cable I have is absolute garbage. It came with a phone charger about 20 years ago. I can't complain, can I? It's probably done its time. I guess that's fine. Like, I mean, there's no... Try and fix holes, yes. Try and fix those... Oh, no. Maybe don't try and fix those holes. It's good enough. It's good enough. We'll accept it and we'll do a voxel wrap again. Not in the same meeting. Sure. Sure. It's gone. Have I done a bad? Cancel. Fox wrap. Where's it gone? It's there, apparently. It doesn't want to do that. Interesting. Oh, hello. That's exactly what I wanted. Ah, it's perfect. Look how perfect that is. Glorious. Voxel merge, everybody. There it is. A little bit wonky there. What's going on? Check a pot. Absolutely. Badaki's off to bed. Catch me soon. I'll catch you soon, Badaki. I mean, hi off to bed. Thanks for stopping by, Badaki. Enjoy your gift sub. Oh! I'll see you later. Good sleep session, that's what we want. This auto UV is not having a fun time, huh? I don't like this. Five initial patches, please. The UV seems made in hell. I kind of like it as a thing. Can I just texture it like that? When devs prefer the textureless textures. Oh, what's gone on? That's not right. Let's just cancel this. All right, let's just unwrap it normally. Good. UV. Where's the UV editor tool? I swear it's here somewhere, right? Allied tools. What have I done? What have I done? There it is. Allied mesh errors. Okay, we'll look at you later. I don't know what just happened to my viewport. Good. No, it's really good. I like it. It's deleted all my textures. Time to restart the old editore. I have stopped tracking my face. Very good. Has my PC crashed entirely? It might be the perfect opportunity to simply cut our losses and maybe raid out. Maybe pick up this friend in a few short hours in the morning. Air quotes morning. Oh no! It is 9 PM here, so what can I say? What can I say other than the fact that all my textures have disappeared? The editor seems to have frozen, and it's... Thank you for me and all my hard work, or thank you all for your hard work in tuning in. Because I know it's hard work tuning in sometimes. Yeah. Let's find someone to raid. And we can raid them. Refresh the old page. See who's actually live and not who was live 14 hours ago. Twitch. Have a good day, Mana. Till next time. Okay. I will have a good day. And I will see you next time. There's so many people streaming right now. We raided Balint last time, right? Balint is not live right now, right? Balint's in a meeting right now, right? Irish John Games is live. True. Veil of Hearts is live. Tashnar is live. Emion. Varola Fox. Arctic Knave. Not live, in meeting, yes. We'll raid John. The raid has been created. Everybody, if you do not know who Irish John Games is, I recommend. Strong Unity developer, strong pirate game feeling, very cool streamer. Keep making suggestions, but I have friends with no viewers. You should start to ignore you. I mean, it's true, but I'm not just thinking about like who I should raid for their positive benefit, but like if I raid one of my friends who has 0 viewers, like Danny K1994 or Mika314, both very cool developers as well. If you don't like it there, they're still gonna have only like 1 or 2 viewers. Maybe next time. We'll raid one of the indie devs that is not Irish John, and there's not Balint, although Balint isn't really a developer, but next time, I promise. So, thank you everyone for coming to watch the live video. If you came to watch the live video, thank you, Science, for the gifted subs to both Badaki and Clayman. Thank you, Badaki, for the raid. It means a lot to me, to the channel. Thank you. Wurt's Third Leg, Charade97, Smikes24, Hugh Funking Knew It, Mrs. Zedman, Mr. Fossil01, and Captain Comments for the followers. Welcome to the channel, all of you. Hope you enjoy it here. And thank you for watching the video on demand. If you can watch the video on end. And as always, I will see you in the next episode. Ah! Ah! We're raiding! No!